Hey guys, this is Jared from the Imploded Cacti Squad, and today I'm actually not in Far Cry Primal, surprisingly. I'm in Far Cry 4. Now, what I'm pretty much going to be doing today, guys, is I'm going to be comparing Fallout 4, Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal. Um, this is the first time I've played 4 since Primal's release. And, yeah. So I'm sure you guys already know what Far Cry Primal is. Well, if you don't, I already have a Let's Play of it on this channel. You can check that out. I'm sure you do, though, if you're watching this video right now. But, yeah, since there's no Far Cry 4 videos up on this channel yet, I decided to make this video solely in Far Cry 4. But I'm just going to be doing some, like, missions and other odds and ends or whatever. I mean, I already did most of the important bits of this game. And I'm just going to be talking about mainly the things I like in Fallout. Why do I keep saying Fallout? I don't even play Fallout, really. In Far Cry 4. I'm going to be talking about the things I like in Far Cry 4 and things I like in Primal. And I'm just going to be comparing them. And, yep. Both games are excellent. Let me see what I'm going to do here before I start talking about them. I'll just do quick. I don't really want to do a bomb defusing. Those are kind of boring. I really like the hostage rescues and stuff like that. Like, those missions are really fun to me. I don't know why. I like the stealthy missions. What's this? No, another bomb defusing. Oh, God. My controller batteries are low. Let's hope I don't run into any troubles. Here's an eye for an eye quest. These quests are usually pretty good. Now, I'm just going to fast travel there. And so, yeah, I'm just going to talk about, first of all, spoiler alert, possibly. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to, like, go into the specifics of the story. Or not. Actually, I don't think I'm going to talk about the story because I have not completed Primal yet, so that would be unfair. So this is going to be solely on gameplay, settings, maybe just like the overall feel. You know, you guys know what I mean, like all the other stuff. Wait, where am I even going? I'm so stupid. I gotta go do that quest. So, well, first of all, the graphics are honestly virtually the same. I'm sure they're run off like the same engine or whatever, but the problem is, it's not the problem that Far Cry Primal looks like Far Cry 4, because it came out only 1 year after, but a problem is that Far Cry Primal looks like Far Cry 4, which looks like Far Cry 3. So basically, that's 3 Far Cries in a row with very little graphic enhancements.
I can try.
Well, I mean, obviously there's a normal, like, it looks better on Xbox One or next gen than, like, previous gen, but you guys know what I mean. One thing that actually does look a lot better in Far Cry 4, to me, is the color palette. I think the color contrast and all that just looks a lot prettier. I mean, maybe not here as much as like in the southern part of the map. Like up here, see, it's all brown and gross, but the greens and stuff in this game are pretty beautiful. But that's nothing against Far Cry Primal. I think Far Cry 4 just does that really well. Far Cry Primal looks great as well, though. Like, it's good. Gameplay-wise, I mean, there's not as much you can do with clubs and such, which is obviously all you can use in Far Cry Primal, which, I mean, makes sense. because, you know, it is in fact 10,000 BC in that game, so I guess it's fair. But the problem with it, the only real problem with it that I have is sometimes it can get a little repetitive and boring. Where in Far Cry 4, there is a huge plethora of goodies, like explosives and such. So, I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. Like, sometimes I can get bored of Far Cry Primal pretty fast. Like, it's a great game, and I first of all, I really appreciate it. Like, I really appreciate that they made a game like with excuse me, with cavemen, and like back then and with all the prehistoric era, because there's a lot of like back a long time ago they used to make a ton of games like that were set in the past and stuff, and then but now they've just been making a bunch of like games that are basically either future or present. And present games like this are really good, but I'm starting to get kind of sick of future games. Like, I think they need to make some more like games that based off like historical events and stuff. And also, I've always kind of wanted a caveman or other sort of prehistoric game. That we really never got one of those. Like, we don't get too many like past games anymore. So I'm really glad they did it, and I think they did a good job. I mean, it could be better. Oh my god, I'm sucking so bad. I have not played this game in a while, but I still should not be sucking this bad. This time we'll do it. I'll do good this time. I'm trying to think of what I'm talking about, and it's just not working. But I still gotta focus on what I'm saying. I'm gonna be sneaky, actually. So, IGN rated Far Cry Primal at a 7.9, and back in 2014 they rated Far Cry 4 at 8.5 out of 10. And I pretty much actually agree with that. I would actually say Far Cry 4, it's more solid. It's more of a, I mean, it's a standalone title, so I'm sure they put more work into it, like Far Cry 4. So I'm guessing Far Cry 5, first of all, better look a lot different, because, I mean, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, and Far Cry Primal are all great games, but the mechanics are a little too similar. They haven't really added anything like when it comes to that. Which, I mean, it works, but Far Cry 3 came out like 5 years ago, so they're gonna need to change things up a little bit. So yeah, I pretty much agree with IGN on the 7.9 and 8.5, but the only difference, I mean, I would say they both deserve to have higher, especially considering IGN, they're usually pretty lenient on their scoring system. I think that both games, especially Far Cry 4, deserve a higher rating. So I'm going to take it in my own hands and give them my own rating. I'm going to give Far Cry... oh my god. Why am I sucking so bad? This is terrible. Anyway, I'm going to give Far Cry Primal, the new one. Obviously, I'm talking the whole time, and then I just say now it's the new one. But I'm going to give it a 8.4, and then I'm going to give Far Cry 4 and a 9.1. Because, honestly, Far Cry 4 is one of my favorite games. Especially, it's probably, besides GTA 5, my favorite open world game. At least on the Xbox One. But possibly even of all time. Of course, GTA 5 is the best game ever, like, it just is. But yeah, I'm not even really trying anymore, guys. So, sorry for the boring and stupid gameplay. I'm just gonna leave this place. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I may actually get back to what I was talking about before with the comparison of the Far Cries, because I don't know. But one thing I would actually like to say is we'll actually be posting a lot more next week. This week we haven't really posted that much just because, I don't know, we've all been busy with like school and whatnot. But yeah, next week I'm gonna leave this mission. But yeah, next week we should be posting a lot because we're gonna be on a spring break. So expect daily videos, maybe even multiple a day. I know I'll at least be posting at least 3 or 4 times next week, probably even more. And I'm sure everybody else has similar plans. I just wanted to show you guys what I meant earlier by like Far Cry 4 is actually a prettier game. Like the world is actually a lot nicer. So I'm gonna go down south to like one of the nicer areas and just kind of show you guys some of like how much more work I think they put into this game, and that's why I think it deserves such a higher rating of a 9.1 in my opinion. So here we are. See what I mean, guys? Like, this is just gorgeous, and it looks much more detailed than Far Cry Primal, in my opinion. Still not as detailed as I think they could have made it, but I just hope Far Cry 5, or whatever the next game is going to be, hopefully it's going to look a lot better. And another good thing about Far Cry 4 is you can do this. Oh. Never mind. Wow, that was a fail. But yeah, in Far Cry 4, I thought you could use a wingsuit, which you can, but I don't know what I just did. Maybe you can't use it when you're in like a city or something, or like a village. Either way, they shouldn't put you right next to a stupid cliff facing out to this open field and expect you not to jump off of it. That's just stupid. So, you know what? Just for that, I'm going to be knocking Far Cry 4 down from a 9.1 to a 9.0, unless that's just my fault and I pressed the wrong button or something stupid. So we're gonna take this a lot more carefully here and not be stupid about it. Instead of jumping straight off, slide. There we go. Slide right down. Anyway, so yeah, just look at this, guys. Look back at Far Cry Primal, and then look at this. I think this, first of all, the map, it's a lot bigger. It's got to be a lot bigger because, I mean, this game, you have literally helicopters you can use to take around, okay? But in Far Cry Primal, not so much. You got to walk around, which, I mean, obviously, that's appropriate considering the time period, but this map must be a lot bigger because even with the helicopter, it still takes a while to get across the map. And I just want to show you guys this location. I think it's the most beautiful location in Far Cry 4. Actually, I think it's the most beautiful location in any Far Cry game. But to be fair, I didn't really play Far Cry much until Far Cry 4. Like, Far Cry 3, I know like a lot about, but that's the limit of my knowledge. Far Cry 2 and Far Cry 1, I'm completely oblivious to be honest. Like, I know Far Cry 2 was set in like Africa or something. I don't even know anything about Far Cry 1, to be honest. I don't even know like what it even is. How do you use eagle vision in this game? Do you not have eagle vision? I'm gonna take a boat real quick and show you guys this location that I discovered by accident here. That makes it another reason that I really like this location. First of all, look at this. This is just gorgeous with this bonfire right here. And what this actually is that they wrap their bodies in those, like the dead people's bodies, and they'll burn them. And I know you'll see that in a story mission in this game. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys real quick. I think I remember exactly pretty much where it is. It's like over here. Now, I was just driving around this boat just because I really like this location. And I don't know what caused me to want to do it, but I came to about right here. and I decided I just wanted to go underwater. Maybe I was looking for fish or something. And I go under, and I look around, and where is it? Of course, I don't see it now. This is terrible. But I actually think it was a marked location. Yeah, here it is. I didn't even realize that was there. I was literally just looking for fish. I'll just swim over to it. And I look underwater, and look what I found. It's like a broken plane just under there, and there's chests under here. And I gotta go up to get air, because if I'm on the wrong side of the chest, I'm gonna die. But yeah, there's chests under here, and there's dead bodies, and imagine, I didn't know this was here. I just came under here and I saw this. Oh, I already opened the chest. And yeah, there's not really that much stuff like this in Far Cry Primal. Like, sadly. I think... What just... Did I just get bit by a fish? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I think that pretty much concludes this video. So, in conclusion, both games are excellent games. I know it might sound like I don't like Far Cry Primal or something. I actually like it a lot. Expect more Far Cry Primal videos. But all I'm saying is I think Far Cry 4 is the better game. And if somebody didn't have Far Cry 4 or Far Cry Primal and they wanted to buy one or the other, I would suggest to them Far Cry 4. It just has more of the Far Cry feel. I love the story. I love the parts where you go up into the snowy mountains. It's just... This game is awesome. The other one's good, but this one's awesome. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. I think I'm just going to end it right here. This has been Jared from the Imploded Cacti Squad. Subscribe for more. See ya.